Good evening. It is March the 4th, 2017. This is our first weekly weather briefing entering the month of March. We are done with meteorological winter and we have now welcomed in meteorological spring. The calendar still says that we are in winter, but my thoughts say that we are in spring. The next couple of weeks favor spring like weather with temperatures in the 60s and 70s just about every day. A couple of exceptions with high temperatures in the 50s, but overall, guys, winter is over, the snow is over, and excuse me, and I do think that we are done with any wintry precipitation at all. Now, that's not to say that we can't have a flurry fall out of the sky or maybe just maybe something very, very little, but I'm talking about just, an actual snow event, accumulating snow. We're not going to be seeing any of that. And I think that we are done with temperatures, in the teens and single digits. I mean, we were done with that a long time ago, but I think that we are for sure done with that. We still have to worry about temperatures in the 20s and 30s until we officially get through March, and sometimes even the first couple weeks of April. Our last freeze last year was April the 13th. I remember issuing a freeze warning on April the 13th, and that is not usual. That is one of the latest freeze warnings that the National Weather Service has had to issue in Paducah, so that is not usual, so I don't expect that this year. But I do think that we're going to see a couple of more nights that are going to be close to or around the freezing mark, and then we will be into spring. Right now, temperatures are in the upper 40s to lower 50s. They absolutely took a nosedive this evening from our 60s that we were spoiled with this afternoon, and those temperatures were very, very nice. If you didn't get outside and enjoy it, then I feel bad for you. I know a lot of the meteorologists were still cooped up trying to deal with a lot of the damage that has been done over the last week with our storms. Absolutely incredible. No words. I mean, I could sit here for 20 minutes and talk to you about the storms that came through. It speaks for itself, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Right now, things are quiet across the area, but we do have the potential for some thunderstorms in the next 72 hours, and so we're going to have to keep an eye on that and see how that ends up panning out. I'm going to show you a couple of severe weather parameters here in just a second, just to kind of give you an idea. I will be going out of town tomorrow morning to leave for Louisville, and I will not be coming back until late in the day on Tuesday, so the rain that is moving in is going to be coming in Monday night, so I will not be available to make a video update on Sunday or early in the day Monday because I will not be in town. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of the severe weather parameters just in case we have to deal with a couple of thunderstorms reaching severe limits. I want to mention that risk to you right now. This is by no means looking to be an event like we just dealt with on Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning. Instead, I think this is going to be an event where we might just have some heavy raindrops hitting your window, hitting your car as you're driving into work on Tuesday morning. I do not think that this is going to be something huge, but that doesn't mean that we can't see a severe thunderstorm. Let's remember that it is March, and a couple of severe weather parameters are going to be high on late Monday night and early Tuesday morning, but we also have a couple of severe weather parameters that will be lacking. Right now, we expect the temperatures to continue to go up throughout the day on Sunday. Questions remain to the temperatures on Sunday. We will have clouds moving in, increasing clouds ahead of Monday night and early Tuesday morning storm system. So odds would favor temperatures on the lower end of the scale, say upper 50s to low 60s. But if we see sunshine throughout most of the day tomorrow, especially during the heat of the day around 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, temperatures will be approaching 70 degrees. So it could be either way, or it could be right in the middle like it was today. But either way, those are going to be very nice temperatures for early March. As we go into late in the day on Monday, we might see a couple of just hit and miss spotty rain showers. The GFS is over exaggerating this a little bit more than it is going to be. It's not a high resolution model, so this is what you can expect it to look like when you see a GFS model. Now, as we go into Tuesday morning, here's when we are expecting a heavy line of showers and thunderstorms, maybe some thunderstorms to move through the area, and we could see maybe some gusty winds, some small hail, and heavy rain, maybe some lightning, but I don't think we're going to have to worry about damaging winds or large to even small tornadoes. I think this is going to be an event just like most other events where we just see a line of storms push through, maybe a tree down here and there, but I really don't see this being an event where we have to worry about. I know many of you are going to just because we just dealt with a very heavy event the last week. As we go into the end of this week, temperatures are going to cool off. They're going to be cooler than we will be seeing at the beginning of the week, but they are not going to be cold or really even cool by any means, just in the upper 50s to around 60 degrees for high temperatures in the second half of the week. And then as we go into next weekend, we will see another storm system taking place, and that looks to be a rainmaker also. And then we will have to watch from there and see if we have any cold air moving in around the middle of March. A lot of the models are trying to hone in on some colder air, not saying cold, colder air moving in around the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, maybe the 19th of March. That time period we're going to have to keep a close eye on for some colder temperatures, not thinking snow is going to have to be something that we're going to have to worry about. So let's walk you through the NAM model. This is showing you what it thinks is going to happen for late Monday night and early Tuesday morning. This is the Futurecast radar. So this is what one model thinks the radar is going to look like. All the models are thinking something a little bit different, but most of them think that a line of storms will push through from the northwest and move southeast on Tuesday morning. Unfortunately, the timing with this one looks to be the same as it was with the last event. The heaviest thunderstorms look to be pushing through, as many of you are trying to get ready to start your day on Tuesday. So make sure and keep that in mind. You might need to add a couple of extra minutes to get into work, just in case you have to drive into some heavy rain as you're on your way there. As we go into Monday afternoon, like I already mentioned, the NAM, this also is over exaggerating, but I do think that we will see some spotty showers moving through during the day on Monday. And then on Tuesday, that's when Tuesday, very early in the day on Tuesday, things will begin to organize. A line of storms will organize off to our north and west. This is not going to be an ongoing line of showers and thunderstorms from thunderstorms that were going on during the day on Monday afternoon. This is going to form overnight on Tuesday, and it will push down to the south and east. And most models are in agreement that this will form to our north and west and move south and east throughout the day on early Tuesday morning. And then this will move through by the time you are going to bed Tuesday night. This will already be close to the Atlanta, Chattanooga areas by the time, like I said, many of you are going to bed on Tuesday night. So this looks to be a very quick system. We had to see a couple of storms on Tuesday night, and then a very heavy line of storms on Wednesday night with this last system. It just looks like we're going to see one line of showers and thunderstorms push through on Tuesday morning, and then that will be it. So I really don't see any need for anybody to worry about this event, but I do want to show you some of the severe weather parameters, and this is the wind. We are going to be looking at some very strong winds during the day, late Monday and early Tuesday. Our winds are going to be gusting up to about 30, possibly even 40 miles an hour, and for strong thunderstorms, you need some shear in the atmosphere, and that's what we're going to have is some shear up in the atmosphere, and that is going to help push these thunderstorms aloft, and that is going to help bring some of those winds down to the surface, which is why I mentioned gusty winds being the possibility with some of these storms. And then it looks like we're going to see those winds push through at their strongest on early Tuesday morning, just right when those line of storms are happening to push through as well. We are going to have a little bit of moisture to work with, not much, but just a little bit. Dew point values are going to be rising a little bit above the threshold for severe weather at around 60 degrees is what it's looking like. Of course, this can change. We're still a couple days away from this event, but it looks like we're going to see those dew points rising and spiking in our area right on Tuesday morning as well. Let's look at the CATE values. This is going to show you how much energy is in the atmosphere, and guys, we do not have hardly any energy to work with at all. The energy is going to be so lacking that it makes me wonder if we're even going to have thunderstorms on Tuesday morning, because the CATE values are going to be spiking off to our west. This is one of the things that I'm worrying about, because if this moves over into our region and this remains, then we could have some severe thunderstorms or severe weather. But if this stays off to our west and then it weakens like the NAM guidance thinks it will very, very rapidly, then it doesn't look like we're going to have to worry about much in the way of severe weather. Doesn't mean that we can't have any, but that really does put the odds of having severe weather way down there when we don't have much energy for the thunderstorms to work with. So that was just a couple of severe weather parameters to show you guys. Let's walk through the temperatures for this week. It looks like those temperatures, like I said, first half of the week is when they're going to be the highest, and then those temperatures will begin to lower as we go throughout the rest of this week to around highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. And then by the time you're getting into next weekend, we're already looking at those temperatures coming back up close to 70 degrees according to the National Weather Service blend of models. Rain with this event looks to be right around 1 inch. This might be combining next weekend's system So overall, this week looks to be fairly quiet compared to last week.